Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red, which we listened to so you don't have to. Now, Playboi Carti has had this interesting sort of mystique behind him. His Pierre Bjorn influenced and produced beats, along with his baby face or like baby rap kind of tone, were really blowing up. His music got leaked to shit because he wasn't releasing music for like a year and a half or so when he had this really hot streak. You had these really amazing songs like Pissy Pamper that were going really well, but ultimately wouldn't get cleared, wouldn't get released until you have copycat artists who are produced a lot better and sound a lot better than Playboi Carti, who are now releasing their music going anti-at Playboi. And so Playboi Carti announced, we're just getting the story through. Right. Playboi Carti announced a couple days before Christmas that, surprise, Christmas, I'm releasing an album. Here's Playboi Carti, it's Whole Lotta Red. This is his Christmas gift. He says even here on some of the interludes that it's produced by Kanye West in some aspects and some other things. He is
featured on it, yep.
So you get a supposed Christmas gift from Playboi Carti in the form of Whole Lotta Red. Unlike some of the other things we reviewed this week on Audioface, it is an hour and 3 minutes long. It is 24 minutes long.
24 songs long.
24 songs long, an hour and 3 minutes long. I'm going to fire the proverbial gun in the air. Sean, you're off to the races.
Okay, so, all right. So first off, ain't nobody talking while I'm talking, so shut the fuck up.
Rockstar Made is one of the most, like, it's like combining shit and cement together in a mixing truck and, like, guzzling it at the end of the truck.
It is one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite movies. It is dog shit wrapped up in cat shit. It is... I don't know how you can say any of these tracks in this entire album or music. I don't understand anyone who will be like, oh, I can bop this, I can bump this in my car. If you do, put a screwdriver in your ears, get a fucking mallet and just start hitting it in, and then you might hear better.
This sounds like you took one of those 95 Fisher Price toys and beat it against the table, and it still kind of made musical sounds. Like, Rockstar Made.
And then... yes, you have Go to Da Moon with Kanye. And that
West.
might be the
with recent divorcee Kanye West.
With recent divorcee, exactly. Like with recently single Kanye West, but more on that later. It's the only song on this album that I could actually listen to until it got to fucking Playboy's part. Because Kanye's part on here is okay. It's actually like decent. The production is just normal trap and boring as fuck.
Wow, noted Kanye fan Sean over here.
And then you get to Playboy's part. He's like, Gulaboo, Gulaboo, ah, ah. And I'm like, is someone like squeezing your testicles so hard that they're like popping up like little tiny fucking itty bitty grapes or some shit? Like, I don't understand. And then there's Stop Breathing right after that, which I just hope he stops breathing at this point. I hope he do what the song says and just stop breathing.
Yeah, so like this, Playboi Carti has always had this sort of gritty, sort of experimental sound, but it sounds fuzzy. It sounds really like offensive and like, not offensive as in like I'm upset at anything that was said in here. It's pretty like bland sort of melodic trap where it's not really saying anything. It's just making noise to a really bad beat. But like, everything in here is so bland and dull, and it's fucking 24 songs of it. I'm just gonna like feature skip here because that's the best thing I could do. Metamorphosis with Kid Cudi felt like right because you have Playboi Carti doing a song called doing a song with Kid Cudi when he'd made that song called Kid Cudi that didn't make the leak thing. But Kid Cudi's part on here is also totally fine. Yeah. But Playboi Carti just comes on here and just fucks the whole shit up.
Literally, that's what he sounds like the entire time. How is anybody taking this seriously at all? I don't understand.
Over like a fuzzy Travis Scott beat played over 1992 Acura Integra speakers.
That are like one is out too, so only like three. The left driver's side and the two passengers work.
It ain't out. It's on left balance, nigga. So like you keep going through that. The future song, for the sake of not getting bleeped too early, I'm not talking about it.
No Sleep is one of the worst things I've ever listened to on Audioface.
Really?
No Sleep is one of the worst songs I've ever heard. One of the worst things that is just like the beat, everything on here sounds like I accidentally pissed on my computer and it's short-circuiting.
Yeah, it's all pretty terrible. But like the worst thing, like maybe one of the worst things about this album is that Teen X featuring Future is the last feature, and so everything is just pure unadulterated Playboi Carti.
I remember when I looked at this album, I was like, please be Futures, Futures. Okay, there's the Futures. I was like, oh no.
It's like the Future was just the tip, and the rest is just like unadulterated, awful Playboi Carti.
I just love that half of these songs are about like suicide and stuff, and I'm like, just do it, dude. Just do it. Fucking jump out a building, die. Like, feel like dying, sure, go ahead, do it. Slayer, slay yourself. Goddamn it, go to the moon, and die of oxygen. Fuck, jump out the house, and just fall to your death.
So,
shit.
In defense of Sean, in which this clip will now be probably aged super well, I will say that a lot of what people have said about Playboi Carti is that he's just trolling, he's just bullshitting around. None of what he believes in makes sense. He's not really like a dark person. He's not really into Slayer or punk in any sort of way. He is just like in a 6ix9ine way trolling, but being a little bit more less on the nose about it.
Less on the nose.
Again, like you throw a bunch of shit to the wall, it eventually sticks. And I do this with trap albums where eventually I like one thing. I kind of like New Neon only because it's 2 minutes. I think it distills the best things you can say about Playboi Carti, which is that it's like instrumental. It like kind of goes along with
it's one of the
beat.
only songs where you can actually kind of understand what he's saying, and he's not doing it. Someone isn't actually grabbing him by the balls, too.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the album is literally him just like high pitching, going over, like, I don't know, doing cartwheels, like putting a microphone up like into his fucking gullet and then doing sounds.
Like, Sean, quite frankly, I'm surprised you're not giving Playboi Carti more of a nod to going back to the classical music tradition of having a castrati performing the vocals. You know, I think we're supposed to bring classical music back to the masses. This is something that you've been wanting to do. And I think nothing brings classical music back to the masses like hitting Playboi Carti's testicles with a mallet.
No. This guy was getting sounded the entire time. They were putting a rod in his dick, and he was like going ding, 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 ding. And that's why he was going like, that's exactly why. And I am not kidding. That is the entire album, is that sound I just made.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Like, that's the beat behind it, too, which is really bad rip headphone users. Did you really want to talk about this album? Because like we could waste some card space on this, but like ultimately,
no. It does not deserve to waste of the precious card space. So
what it does deserve, actually. Oh wait, go ahead.
First off, nominated for the worst music on Flat, Nuked, Scorch Earth, Nuked Why, I don't know what the fuck. 2020.
No Quid Pro Quo. Bleach Injection. Something.
2021. I don't know. Capital Riot plus something else.
Again, like that was only 6 days.
That was only 6 days in, so like, we got like this award is gonna be like this long.
But because this is
legislation.
But because this is the Audioface episode that it is, because we definitely cracked the hour mark here. I am going to give this an association with one of the people who died at the Capitol riots. I'm gonna give this a Roseanne Boy. No. Sorry. I'm gonna give this a Kevin Greason. Okay. He was age 55. And again, I'm doing the arbitrary scale as an insurance adjuster, looking at the 5 who died at the Capitol riot, then justifying which price their life is worth and which one's worth more than the other. Which, if you think is immoral, look into becoming an insurance adjuster. They make about $70K a year. It's not a bad job. Kevin Greason, age 55, from Athens, Alabama, apparently died from a heart attack. What they won't tell you is that he tased himself and then died of a heart attack. And that's Playboi Carti's career. This Sean denounced and repudiates the laugh he just had.
I do. I had to hold my tongue and try not to laugh. But now I'm actually going to make an arbitrary scale. This is so bad that they did go schmacky helicopter, and it ends up the Capitol riots don't happen.
This undoes the
Capitol riots. That's how bad of an album this is.
This Infinity Gauntlet the riots. Exactly. We didn't even talk about the lyric that Playboi Carti has where he says, "I just hit a lick MF Doom." It was a little poorly timed there, bud, but
yeah. Because if I talk about that, then I'm gonna talk about Future, and then it just breaks off.
That's another thing for the people who are talking about like, oh, Playboi Carti's so good, and oh, you don't like it just because you're an old head. Yes, it's true. I did listen to an obscene amount of Doom over the past 3 weeks, but it just goes to show you like, this is what rap and trap can be.
I mean,
and this is what Playboi Carti's doing.
There's a lot of trap. I fucking love Without Warning.
This podcast is a testament to us growing on trap music.
It really is, because look at my first, go back in time and watch my review of Without Warning. I hated that shit. I'm like, what is this bullshit? And then like 3 years later, I'm like, I'm gonna blast Ghostface Killer like all the way on full gas.
More recently, I hated Young Thug's So Much Fun and ended up liking Young Thug on pretty much every song he featured on in 2020.
Me too.
So like, there's something to go there. But yeah, whole lot of red. Fuck it.